Hello and welcome to Hub City Now. I'm your host, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr. And today we have with us members from the Madison County Fire Department. We have Fire Chief Eric Turner and Kim Turner, who is the office administrator and also his wife.
That's right.
Thank you all so much for coming in and being here with us.
Thanks for having us.
We have them here to talk about the third annual Firefighters Freedom Festival, which is going to be on 4th of July. Is it the fourth annual? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, this is the old one. I'm sorry.
That's right.
It's the fourth annual Firefighters Freedom Festival, which will be July 4th, which is a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday. And is it at the same time from 3 to about 10:30 p.m. And it will be at McKeller-Sipes Regional Airport, which is located at 308 Grady Montgomery Drive, Jackson, Tennessee. Before we go into to talking about the festival, I want to talk more about who the Turners are and how did you all get involved in the fire department. We'll start with the lady first.
With the fire department itself or the event?
Just tell us about yourself and how you got involved with the fire department.
Well, actually, I got involved years ago when he got in as a volunteer. We were dating, so.
Oh, okay.
That's when I got involved, and then once he became fire chief, and then I got into the administration side of it because I'd already been doing some of the administration side before that.
Okay. Are you originally from Madison County?
I am. I was born and raised here.
Okay. And what about you?
I started with the department in 1983 as a volunteer.
Okay.
And just kind of worked my way up the ranks as firefighter, promoted to lieutenant and then captain. And then about, I guess, almost 9 years ago, the opportunity come about to they were going to hire a new fire chief, and kind of threw my name in the hat, as they say, and was fortunate enough to get the job.
I think I covered a story about you then, because I was at the Jackson Sun when Chief Holmes retired.
That's correct.
And I was at his party when he retired.
Yes, sir.
And for those who don't know, Chief Kelly Holmes. I talked to him many a nights because he wanted those fire calls in the newspaper because it was so important to him for the readers in the county to know the sacrifices that you all make every day.
Right.
For people who don't know, the Madison County Fire Department is completely volunteer. Mm-hmm. You all don't get paid for this job. You all are leaving your jobs when there's a fire call and going out there and helping your community. And I want to commend you all for that. I've always thought I thought you all should get paid for that. But I also thought that was noble of you all to know, hey, somebody's got to do it, and I want to do it. So we really appreciate you all doing that.
We appreciate that. We're actually paid employees through the county.
You all are, okay.
As administration people are, but we have 180 volunteers, and that's how I started for many, many years, for 25 plus years as a volunteer. And but I can't say enough about that 180 plus volunteers that work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And as you mentioned, they leave their regular jobs, they take time off work, and that's to go on the emergencies, not counting the training they do, the countless hours of training, public events, pub ed events, going out and talking to kids about fire safety. It's a run. Very, I don't like to say, there's two different types of fire departments, in my opinion. There's a paid fire department and a professional fire department.
Right.
And we try to run a professional fire department.
Right. Well, you all do. Like I said, I commend you all for that. And I know that Chief Kelly Holmes been gone for a while now, but he really drove that home to me that, right. I want you all to recognize this because they're doing this of their own free time and they're giving of themselves without a lot of those volunteers aren't getting paid. Outside the administration, they're not getting paid.
That's right.
And it was important for him. It was very important for him that people knew that.
Right. And now we also have additional, some of them are firefighters along with EMRs, but we also have EMRs that do emergency medical calls to help out EMS. And there's about 60 of those, and they're all volunteers also.
Okay. When you say MR, what do you mean?
Emergency medical.
Emergency medical, okay.
They're emergency medical responders, and basically they run on certain criteria of calls, and they're more serious calls, any types of trauma, cardiac arrest, difficulty breathing, any life-threatening injury, though they're dispatched along with an ambulance. So a lot of times they can get there in the rural parts of the county a lot quicker than an ambulance can, and can start that patient care, primary patient care. And a lot of times there's been several lives saved by those people getting there in that timely manner with an AED and the right equipment to save that life.
Is it hard to be a county fire department on the outside of cities, going around the county and responding? How does that work? How is that for you all?
We have currently 17 different stations scattered throughout the county.
Okay.
And roughly about a 5-mile radius or so from every resident in the county, there's a fire station.
Okay.
So, we travel through the city sometime to get the calls, and work with the city hand in hand a lot of times on calls. So, and other surrounding counties too. So, it's we may have city-county boundaries, but when somebody's in need, it doesn't make any difference where you live.
Right, exactly. What made you want to do this job? I mean,
well, I guess it's a cliche. It's a calling, and you have that calling. Different people have callings for different things, and that just happens to be, mine. And I know a lot of my colleagues the same way. You feel the need to help folks, and you just drove to that. That's a hard question to answer. We get it a lot of times. It's a hard question to answer.
I mean, because a lot of people, we live in a self-centered, materialistic world now, where if it doesn't benefit me, I don't need to do it. Especially if I'm not working in administration, I'm leaving my job and I'm going to put out your fire at your house.
Right. Well, Mayor Harris, which is a huge supporter of ours, our mayor, county mayor, he says that all the time. He says, how do you get those people to get up at 2:00 in the morning to go out and put out a fire, run into a burning house and risk their own life, But it's, it's hard to answer that question. It's a calling they feel like, and it still surprises me sometimes we get that call and then people are checking en route. And you end up 20, 30 people on something. It kind of makes you wonder, how does that happen?
Right.
But, luckily.
Because you all have good hearts.
Yeah. Well, as an emergency medical responder, too, you don't always save a life, but that one life you save, you just feel like you've made a little bit of difference in someone's life. Because when you affect one life, you affect others. Yeah.
That's right.
And so it's very, it's very rewarding to us as emergency medical responders, too, that when you save that life, you've made a difference.
That's right. And I would just want the listeners to know, they go out to all calls, brush fires. So stop throwing your cigarettes out in the grass, because they have to go out there to those calls. They're not going to just go, oh, it's just a grass fire, and leave it. They're going to go out there and they're going to have to leave their jobs and go put that out and go back to work and just be mindful of what you're doing. But we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're going to talk more about the festival and what you can expect to see there, and just to urge you to come out and meet the Madison County Fire Department and find out more about them and how you can help and how you can volunteer. Maybe you have a calling to be a firefighter, and this is your opportunity to learn more about the fire department and what you can do. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Hub City. We are back again with Eric and Kim Turner with the Madison County Fire Department. Can you tell us how the festival got started? How did that start?
The whole story.
Well, my fire marshal, Don Friddle, which y'all have had on before, I think, but he come to me with an idea, and he come in the office, and anytime somebody comes in my office says, are you sitting down? Always worries me. But anyway, Don come to me, and over the years, historically, we've had a lot of fires and a lot of fire injuries.
Right.
Around the 4th and different holidays.
Because people are playing with fireworks.
Yeah, they're playing with fireworks and so forth, and they're illegal in Madison County. So he said, I've come up with this idea. There hadn't been a true fireworks show here in Jackson, Madison County in several years. So he said, what do you think about doing a fireworks show? And I said, well, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. I don't know. We had to look into it, and I'd have to get, permission from the different people we had and so anyway, that's how it kind of started. So he come to me, we went and sit down with the mayor and said, hey, this is what we're thinking about doing. And of course, Mayor Harris said, if you're going to do this, you ought to make it a festival. So
that's the first question he asked is, who's paying for
Yeah.
it?
And then we need to make a festival out of it. So that's kind of how it all started.
Right.
And, and Kim's going to talk about our sponsors, but this is all done. There's no taxpayer dollars that puts this on.
Okay.
And I think that's very important for the folks to know, especially in the time we live in now, and dollars are so tight and tax dollars. There is zero money goes out of our tax dollars to fund this project. It's all done by sponsors. And without those sponsors, obviously, we couldn't put it on. This show, when we do this at the end of the day, it's over $30,000 to put this thing on. And, the first year was a little challenging getting those sponsors on board and explaining to them what we were going to do. And they trusted us to do what we're doing. And, now we kind of say, hey, it's that time of year. And they say, hey, we're on board,
Right.
So it's gotten better. And as long as we can get those sponsorships and we can get a place to hold this thing, we're committed to keeping it going, So it's a big commitment, but at the end of the day, it's worth it.
Right. Tell us about those sponsors. Who are those sponsors?
Well, our main sponsors, our stage sponsor is Paul Davis Restoration. And then our platinum sponsors are Agreco and Ashley's Furniture, Cash Masters, First South Bank, of course, Froggy 104, and Forever Communications. Kent's Dents, McKeller-Sipes, Sarah Chevrolet, and Woodman Life are bigger sponsorships. Now, we have several others that are involved with it, but those are our main big sponsorships.
Okay.
And they will all be on our Facebook page. So if they'll go look at our Facebook page and, support those places that are supporting this event, that would be great. So they'll all be on probably tomorrow.
Okay. And you go to www.facebook.com/Madison County Fire. That's all together, Madison County Fire. And you'll be able to go to their Facebook page and find out more about the Firefighters Freedom Festival. There's an event page for it. Again, it's Tuesday, July 4th at 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Facebook says it's going to be partly cloudy. It's going to be 73 to 93. It'll be nice. It's an event for the whole family. It's open to the public. It has food vendors on site. Gate and parking is free. Donations to support next year's event are encouraged. You can meet the Madison County Fire Department, find out what they do, how they do it. This is a great opportunity, especially for young people who are thinking about going, who just graduated, who think they're, what will I do with my life?
Right.
If you feel like that's a calling for you to be a firefighter or just be in the emergency field, hey, grab one of the firefighters and say, hey, what do you do? How do you do it? Maybe they might have some time to take you out to the department one day and show you around and let you know what it's like to be a firefighter. Also, again, stressing that this is a safe event where you can go see your fireworks for the 4th of July. You can eat some good food, barbecue.
And we've got 20 food vendors out there. Now, that's the only thing that costs you. The rest of the festival is free.
Okay.
We've got kids' rides. We've got jumpers. We've got face painting. We've got live music at starts out at 5:30 with Audrey Geisel. And then the main band, which will be the genre band, starts at, the genre band comes at 6:45 is our headlining band.
Okay.
But I'd like to put a thank you out also to all the volunteers that help put the event on, because without them, like our firefighters that are out there, and then the sheriff's department is stepping up and helping us with security and THP and EMS and the health department. So it's a safe event for everyone.
Okay.
We've got plenty of police support out there, and so
you're probably looking at over 40 uniformed personnel around the grounds to make sure it's safe. And we want people to be able to come, enjoy themselves, let their kids play, and feel like they're in a safe environment. That's important to us. And, it's an alcohol-free event. Okay. So, that way.
Leave that at home.
Yeah, leave that at home. And, it's family-oriented. Everything we try to do is family-oriented. And we try to get our message out with some fire safety tips and that kind of thing. There'll be giveaways. We'll be throwing Frisbees, beach balls, different things out. Okay. And we just try to make it a lot of fun. One important thing, and I think Kim was responsible for starting this, is we'll have a booth where the kids or grown-ups can go up and do a card to a soldier.
Oh, okay.
And we did around 1,500 of those last year.
Wow.
And we're trying to push for 2,000 this year. And what we do is after we get those, we box them all up and we send them out to our military that's deployed. So
that's awesome.
We think that's a very good thing.
That's
and
awesome.
In addition to that, they get a little soldier that they can pray for that soldier.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
No, I got that idea from someone else. That was from the Barn Fest. That idea I stole. But the Barn Fest was doing the soldier thing, and
that's awesome.
I thought, that would be such a great addition to the cards that we've been doing.
Because they've given the card, and now they're reminded of what they've given, and they can pray over.
You know, the whole property is lined with American flags. The firemen are out there installing those now. You know, so it's just a patriotic event, and we want people to leave there feeling that way.
That's awesome. That's cool. I'm gonna have to come out there.
We hope to see you. The last year in the rain, we had about 5,000.
In the rain?
Mm-hmm. The least we've had. That's the least we've had is 5,000.
Wow.
So
what's the most that you all have had so far?
We think we're around 10,000 plus the year before.
That's awesome.
You know, the fireworks will start at 9 o'clock. It's a professionally shot show. It will last a good 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Solid
30-minute fireworks.
And I'm not talking about fireworks to go up and we wait
right,
a few minutes.
Right.
We're talking about there's fireworks in there most of the time. So
go ahead.
It's probably one of the best shows. I'm a little biased, but I've been to Disney World. We're not far off of it.
There's about 5 times you'll think it's over, and it's not.
Because you think it's a finality, and it's not. It just continues.
Well, see, our firefighters have been trained now to do that. They went and studied and everything, so now they have their license to be able to shoot it.
Oh, okay.
And who doesn't? What firefighter doesn't want to blow up something? Right. They always have to put it out.
Right. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up with Eric and Kim Turner with the Madison County Fire Department. We'll be right back in just a moment. Hello, and welcome back to Hub City. Now we are wrapping up with Kim and Eric Turner with the Madison County Fire Department. We've talked about the festival, and now I want you all to be able to contact them if you all need any more information.
If you'd like any more information about the event, you can contact the Madison County Fire Department at 731-424-5577. And you can speak with anyone there, can answer pretty much any of their questions. If they can't, they can speak with either Chief Turner, Fire Marshal Don Friddle, or myself, Kim Turner.
Okay.
But as far as, there is one question that everybody asks. A lot of people are asking, actually, and no, you cannot bring your grills.
Okay. Leave them at home.
Leave them at home. It's because of the safety issue.
Right.
When you have that many people out there and you've got kids running around, you can't have a bunch of hot grills out in the middle of the open.
Run into them and burn themselves.
And we are the fire department. We really don't want to put out a fire at our own event.
Right. Yeah.
So, leave your grills at home.
Leave your grills and your beer and your alcohol at home.
There you go.
Exactly.
If anybody, I've said this earlier, if they're interested in becoming a volunteer firefighter, what do they need to do?
Sure. I mean, if they're there at the event, they can pull one of us aside. We'll be glad to talk to them, answer questions. If you're interested in becoming a volunteer fireman, you can contact our office at the same number, 424-5577. We have a run-in list of firefighters, people that want to volunteer to be firefighters.
Okay.
They add your name to that list. If you want to be a medical first responder, they add your name to that list.
Okay.
And then when we have enough folks on that list, we start a class.
Okay.
Those classes are 100+ hours that we work around your schedule, your work schedule and stuff to try to, if you want to be a volunteer, we want to make that happen.
Right.
So it's a commitment, but at the end of the day, if it's your calling, it's well worth that commitment.
And if you feel like you just want to help people, but you don't think you can do the fire side, or you don't think you can do the emergency medical side because that's just not for you.
Right.
We also have a community risk reduction team that we're always looking for people, and they still go through training for that too. But that's where we do our public education to the children and to the elderly, and do different events for that. So there's something within the fire department if you want to help other people that you can do.
You don't have to.
We have sometimes it's retired educators that's used to working with kids and that kind of stuff is a perfect fit for some of that kind of thing, So,
right.
And they get a uniform after they go through their training. look the part. Kids like to see those uniforms
They do.
when they come to schools. But anyway, there's opportunity for a lot of different things in the department, and there's a lot of services our department offers that people don't realize. If you have a church group or something, you'd like somebody to come speak about fire safety, we can do that for you. We can teach fire extinguisher classes. We can even do industrial fire training.
Okay.
If you're getting ready to have a child and you get a new car seat, we have certified personnel that if you come by our office that can put that car seat in for you and teach you how to do it properly.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
So it's your child is as safe as it can be. So in a car seat. So there's a lot of different things out there that we do, and we'll be glad to help you with. And at the same time, you can contact our office at the 424-5577 number, and we can take care of that for you.
Right.
Yeah, we also can do CPR classes.
Okay.
So if your church needs a CPR class or
basic first
aid or whatever, we can come out and do those too. And there is no charge for those classes. The only charge we have is if you want a CPR card, there is a small fee for the card itself. It's like $7.50 or something.
Okay.
But we do not charge to teach the class because we're all about saving lives. So it's not about the money. It's about saving someone.
Okay. That's awesome. So, hey, there are a lot of things for you all to find out, for you all to learn, a lot of knowledge out there. Contact the Madison County Fire Department and find out how you can get the training that you need or the information that you all need. Is there anything else you all would like to say?
We do also have a smoke detector program.
We do. And that's current. It's still going on. The state has a grant through the federal government for smoke alarms, and I'm sure most people's heard about that. But we're still offering those smoke alarms. That same phone number you call will come out. We can check and see if you have the adequate number of smoke alarms. We'll make sure they're working. If you need them, we'll install them. Okay. There's absolutely no charge for that. No strings attached. We put them up and walk away. They got a 10-year life on their battery. You don't have to worry about batteries for them or anything. So we encourage you, want everybody to have a smoke alarm. So if you don't have one or you're not sure if yours are working, contact us at the 424-5577 number.
We supply the alarm and install them. So,
okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to even get your own alarm and wait for that. We supply them for you.
Well, hey, see, that's why you all need to contact and support the Madison County Fire Department, because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of services that they provide each and every day, and we should do our part. They're volunteering to help us. We should be volunteering to help them. So come out to the festival on July 4th. Come ready to have fun. Make sure you have some money for some food. Leave your alcohol and grills at home and get ready for the almost as good as Disney firework display that's going to happen at the airport. Thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate you all being here.
Thank you.
Again, go to Facebook and check out the Madison County Fire Department. Find out more about the festival. Call them, and if you have any more questions or need any more information, please come out and support them. Let them know that you are thankful for them and that you're praying for them and that you're thankful for everything they're doing for our county. Thank you to our sponsors, the City of Brownsville, Styles Menswear, R&R Custom Wheel and Tires, and Baskerville Funeral Home. Thank you all so much for tuning in each and every week. I really appreciate you all doing that, and I will speak to you all next week. You all have a great and blessed week. Thank you.